Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 30th of November. So, last day of the month, what's going to happen today? We could get a bit of adjustments, some profit taking as traders close their winning positions, hopefully. So we could see some higher volumes come through this morning or today. More importantly, just looking at the data that's sort of just come through there, and we're seeing so far this morning some mixed old data coming through there. Australian capital builds approvals, etc., all coming through. I've got too many things on here that I don't need at the moment. More importantly, though, we've had German retail sales come out slightly better than expected, but then we've seen at 7:45 the French GDP data coming out at minus 0.1 quarter on quarter, year on year, 3.8 versus the 4.1. So quite a fall down on expectation there, forecast. Now, whether that's a complete consequence of that is probably a consequence of everything here, but traders are fully pricing in a 0.25% ECB rate cut now in April. So we've gone from holding these levels for most of next year to seeing cuts starting to work their way through. We're seeing cuts expected in the US now and Europe, and so but earlier cuts. So that's going to unstabilize these markets. If they needed any more instability, there's some more. Anyway, let's have a look at the technicals. Fundamentals today. Other fundamentals here. We got Eurozone unemployment. That doesn't really count for much. I'm just looking here. We got some German unemployment data. Some US personal consumption expenditure. This is quite clear, and core personal. So the personal consumption expenditure, etc., very important there. And that is about that. Let's just check I'm not missing anything. Just checking OPEC meetings running today. So watch out for oil. We're expecting cuts in production on oil, but that's already been expected, so it's semi-priced in there. Now it depends on the size of the cuts and the agreement on it. Right, okay, let's get cracking looking at the technicals then. So we've got this euro dollar at the moment. It's largely looking like it's coming off here at the moment, but it doesn't look as bad as it really appears there when you come down the time frames. We've just got this one large bar that sort of caused the problem. Yesterday it came off there and it's ended up chopping away. It never got the bounce off the pivot there of any size. It's quite a mess at the moment, and personally I'm going to steer clear of it, as I will the pound this morning. Again, it's the pound a little bit more consolidated. We've got it's hanging in there around its weekly R2, that's sort of providing resistance at the highs there. It did try and push on through again yesterday afternoon there, only for it to consolidate. It is consolidating near the highs, so it's got the potential to push on there. We'll have to wait and see the reactions through the rest of the day on the pound, but not really. I don't want the way it's chopping around here. Don't want to be trading it. US dollar yen. Yen still sliding its way down gradually. It's another down day in the end. Yesterday we've taken out these prior lows here, and it's just easing back a little bit here. Got to be a bit careful because we could see the dollar bought as we've seen the euro and everything else sold, and as a consequence of that, we could be the likes of the yen might be affected. But at the moment, it seems to be doing. It got back yesterday into its monthly pivot. Its daily pivot there yesterday, and provided another opportunity on the sell side below its prior lows there. So looking okay at the moment. Aussie dollar. And that is a swing on that yen yen side of things. Aussie dollar still holding up reasonably well. Again, yesterday just had a bit of a sell-off day, but just looking at where it is at the moment, quite messy where it is here. Again, we've got to watch post 8 o'clock. Yesterday, it just went off and really. Apart from a minor, this is the important thing of watching post 8 o'clock. You've got to be careful. Just that first little blip there would have got traders in and taken them out on the same hour. So you've got to be careful with these, but it just didn't set up properly, and well, now it's looking quite a mess. US dollar CAD. So the CAD had been strengthening quite decently. Again, it's consolidated where it is there. Slight up day yesterday. Now it's consolidating away from its absolute low. It's not sort of tapping on the lows. I'm just very wary when markets do this, because so often when they do this sort of situation, we get like the fake break and then off it goes back upside again. So it looks like it could be more of a battle to the upside than the downside here. So just got to be a bit wary of this. Now you see here it's more of a flag pattern here as it rolled over. Yep, it chopped around a little bit but went down here. It's had its flag opportunity, but now sort of coming out of it a little bit more. It needs to come down quickly, but nothing there immediately. US dollar, New Zealand dollar, US dollar. New Zealand dollar is still pushing up there. We're still seeing a decent shove on through there. Yes, we saw the data yesterday, but it's looking more positive of the majors there. We could see a break of these highs here and a continuation. We haven't had the R1 yet. There's not a lot of meat in this back to its yesterday's highs there, but that's the sort of slight faint possibility. Personally, I don't really want to take it. It's just not got enough meat on the bone. US dollar Swissy continued to the downside here. This has not let traders get. There's not been any real decent retracements in any of this this week. It's just continued to slide its way down there. I was looking for the move into weekly pivots earlier in the week, but it's gone very slow but choppy and sidewards, and then sliding off gradually downwards. Right, a mixture. Euro yen got a possibility of a continuation to the downside here. We're seeing the yen holding up well. The euro's looking a little bit less stable. We're seeing lower highs, lower lows coming through this market as it is, and this might be the mover. It's a little bit cleaner than what we're seeing with the US dollar yen. The euro yen just looking like it could produce some further downside here. Right, a lot of these other markets I've been looking at the euro pound. This is still running down quite nicely. This is swing territory. It's just moved in. At the moment we're seeing better action on the swing side of things because of the horrible intraday action that we're catching here, but the swings, they're working and they're holding in there. So really at the moment I put my case forward for it being more of a swing market than it is a day trading market. On the day trading markets we get too many switchbacks and then continuations in the original direction. So just bear that in mind when you're trading here at this stage. Right, not a great deal else at this point here, I'm afraid. So best opportunity probably at euro yen. If it triggers further downside here, it could be a bit of a go with on the break of the current lows, but don't think a lot of people will probably want that, but it is setting up there for another little trade. Right, I'll leave you there. Let's very quick look at gold. Come out to dailies on this, and you see gold still pushing to the upside there. Another day yesterday, it's pushing up again. This can be swing. Day trading, it's a little bit more difficult. It did pull back yesterday. In the end, back to its quarterly pivot here. Found some support on the quarterly pivot, and off it's gone. Could see more of this as we run through. But as I say, it's more of a swing. It's not for me. I wouldn't be looking to try and day trade it so much. And oil, well, oil could get a bit more of a pickup with the OPEC meetings going on here. It might just help it turn the corner. It's been trying to for quite a few days. Cuts are already priced into this, but maybe if the cuts are bigger than expected, there could be scope for further upside here, and it may be the point of least resistance. Right, that's that. Equity markets, S&Ps, quick look there. And well, yesterday we saw it spike up. It's struggling where it is at the moment, and the more it struggles around this area, you've got to question whether it's actually going to manage to push up there. We've had these sort of failure bars. They're pushing up. They're making sort of slightly new near-term highs, but failing. It's just, to me, looking a bit soft. It needs to do something quite quickly to get itself away from here. Now, this we're already sort of seeing pricing of interest rates coming off, and that should be pushing this market, but it seems to have lost its momentum there. The DAX has been moving better and clearer. Yesterday off it pushed again there, more solid. Again, swing territory most of the time. It's quite horrible for quite long periods throughout the day. You get these sort of nice surges, and it's all done with. So you've got to be tread carefully on was that Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Choppy as anything Tuesday. Yesterday, well, it got the surge there in the morning, and off it went. It's, as I say, more swing. A lot of these markets are more swing than they are day at the moment. Okay, that's pretty much it. FTSE, just in case anyone's following, the FTSE is still a mess and horrible, and I would keep out of that. If we see oil prices getting a big shifter, maybe we could see something more, but the sort of hawkish rhetoric that's coming through from the central bank, and oil prices not being where they should be at the moment, is not really helping this too much. Right, I'll leave it there. I will catch you in the morning. Take care. Bye for now.